Game selection couldn't be more important. In today's world, there is simply no reason ever to play in a bad game. You walk into the casino, you are there to go to work. Look around. What's the game you want to play? You already know the size of your bankroll, what you want to play when you walk in there. If there are 4 or 5 games, check them all. And don't think I don't recall very well what it feels like to walk into a casino, maybe when you haven't been in them as many years as I have, and you're intimidated, as we all are. You want to watch the games, but you don't want somebody to turn around and snap at you or tell you to go somewhere else or chase you away with a floor man or a security. That's not going to happen if you do it properly. When you want to watch the games to determine the proper betting pace and the betting stakes, there's a proper way to do it. If you were to walk up to a game in progress and stand right over here between these two players, you're going to have a problem. But there is a subtle way of watching the game where no one can possibly complain about what it is that you're doing. It's your right, which is the dealer is shuffling up and dealing. While they're doing that, you're standing in back of the chair. Now imagine that we are on a casino floor and I don't have a wall in back of me right now, and I have 4 or 5 feet of space more to deal with than I do right now. So play along with me and your imagination that I can move a few feet further back than where I am going to be showing you. So what I will do is stand a few feet in back of me where I am at this point, watch the dealer deal the cards. Now, these two players to my left have just thrown their hands away and the hand begins in progress on that side of the table. Step on over here. They're out of the game, they don't care, and I can see perfectly what's going on. They're oblivious to me, they could care less, they're not playing in the game. The people that are playing the hand over there aren't watching me. I'm a few feet back this way and I can see precisely what's going on. Hands over, back to the neutral position, stand in back of the dealer. They deal it out this time, over here is out and they're in. Stand back over here and so on around the table and you'll never be bothered and you're within your rights. And if somebody asks you what you're doing, ask them why they're asking you that. Okay, now that's our game selection. So you have 4 or 5 games to choose from. Which one has the betting pace you're looking for? As we mentioned in the beginner segment, limit, no limit buy-ins. Here's a very large part of the scenario. What do I recommend doing in these limit, no limit games? First off, I would walk up to the dealer board and I would request them to put my name at the top of the list and roll me over until they start a new game. Why? Because I want to sit down when everybody else has $40 in front of them and it's a $40 buy-in. I don't want to walk up on a table where some guy's got $1,500, another guy has $400 and $500, and I sit down with what we call the elephant stack. That means it looks like an elephant stepped on it. And you're a target, and you don't feel right. You're intimidated visually, you're intimidated in every possible way you can be, or let's take the plus side of it, you get the hand of your life against the guy with the $1,500 and you took $40 away from him. That doesn't make you feel good. So you're looking for a scenario where you can sit down with everyone else on the same page. Brand new game, everyone's got $40. However, the floor man says very kindly to you, sir, we're not going to be starting another game tonight. We don't have enough dealers. No problem, put my name at the top of the list. Now you've looked at your 4 and 5 games while you're waiting and you look at the game you want to play in. You want to play in a game that has a slower betting pace. That's over at this table here. This game here is going 700 miles an hour. They're betting like the Russians are landing in Santa Monica. You don't want in that game with your $40 or whatever the price is you're buying in with. Now all of a sudden the floor man says, your seat's open, it's right here. What are the first words out of my mouth? I would like a table change to that game over there. And I'm gonna lobby around, do you want the blinds? Nope, let them pass. Let them come all the way around to you, it's your turn to post. I'll wait until the button's in back of me, you're stalling. Why are you stalling? You want that game. Now what happens? Finally you're in the game. I would take my first 9 hands without even looking at them and keep on tossing them in. I'm not going to even bother to aggravate myself at what I may have had or may not have had. I'm not playing in this game. I don't want to play in this game. I want that one. Play in the game you want to play in. So once that seat finally becomes open over there, which after you have played your first round, you now have in most casinos up to 30 minutes to go have dinner, to go, do whatever it is you need to do to clear your head, to take a break away from it. You've played your mandatory round. And during that period of time, you're waiting for that seat to open. That's the seat you get in the game that you want. That's your game selection, and I couldn't stress how important of a factor that is. Thank you for watching. I'm Roger Rod, and I'm your poker expert for Professorit.com.